Hi, I'm District 32 Director Kyle Hall. I want us, you and I, to try something different for the next 2 weeks. You know, we talk about growing our clubs, and I've talked about invitations and changing the nature of the invitation to a person to get them to come in. For the next 2 weeks, I want us to try an experiment. Let's try non-invitations. What do I mean by that? Well, I was thinking this week about a young lady who came into my home club years ago. And she came in and she was horribly, horribly shy, but she joined the club. And her first meeting as a member, the table topics master asked her just to come up and do a table topic. And she went, no, 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 no. And normally they would push, but the table topics master, being wise, let her off the hook. And so she didn't speak that week. Next week, different table topics master asked her to come up and speak. And this time she had the courage. She stood up. She spoke for maybe 15 or 20 seconds. Sat down. Okay, got a little applause. Next, third week, different table topics master asked her to stand up and speak. This time she stands up and speaks, gets to 35, 45 seconds, sits down, gets a little bit of applause. Fourth week, she stands up to speak. She gets to a minute, and when the green flag goes up, her eyes got big and she got excited. She made it to a minute, and she said, I made it to a minute. She got a huge round of applause. And then she finished up her table topics and sat down and got a bigger round of applause. Fifth week, table topics master asks her to speak. She stands up, she speaks, she hits a minute. She keeps going, hits minute 30, hits 2 minutes. She is so excited about what she's talking about. She's so passionate about what she's talking about that she won't shut up. And the person is waving the red flag. She finally sat down. She went from unwilling to speak to you couldn't shut her up in 5 table topics. It was amazing. But here's what the non-invitation is about. I was telling that story about this young lady going from unwilling to speak to you couldn't shut her up in just 5 meetings to a person at work. And this was, like a week or 2 after this event. And this is a guy I'd invited to Toastmasters, and he said, no, I wasn't interested. I'm telling the story about this young woman just because it was interesting. And he goes, well, maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try it. He just self-selected to come and try the club. And I invited him to come to my club, but I also let him know about other clubs in the area, and hopefully he went and did that. That was a non-invitation. I didn't know I was doing it at the time, but that was a non-invitation. All I was doing was telling a story about Toastmasters changing someone's life. Now, Toastmasters has changed my life. Toastmasters has changed your life. The question is, do we tell anybody about it? Do we tell anybody about the other people in our club whose lives have been changed? So that's the non-invitation. For the next 2 weeks, if you meet somebody, you're talking with somebody, you're chatting, a neighbor, a coworker, a friend, whatever, rather than inviting them to your club, hey, come check out my club, just tell them about somebody's life who's changed. Tell them about how your life has been changed. Don't include an invitation, just tell them. And if they say, hey, maybe I should come check that out, well, okay, now you can tell them about your club or the other clubs in your area. So let's try that for 2 weeks, the non-invitation, just sharing how lives have been changed. And maybe we'll get somebody to come into our club, and maybe we'll change their lives. And that's how we create happy, healthy, vibrant clubs.